The Shelton Metropolitan Park District meeting is called to order. Donna, can you do a roll call, please?
Yes, I will. President Onesko.
Here.
Board Member Feast.
Here.
Board Member Peterson.
Here.
Board Member Schmidt.
Here. Board
Clerk McDowell.
Present.
Board Member Dorsey. You have to unmute yourself.
I see him.
This one. Here.
There you go. Hi. And there's somebody I didn't say. Board Member Bode.
Here.
Thank you.
All right. At this time, I would like to remind members of the public that they can make comments during the public comment period, as well as any items listed on the business agenda or action agenda. Option 1, join the Zoom meeting by clicking on the link that is displayed on the city's webpage. The link is listed on the agenda and minutes page under the tab that says more. Option 2, email City Manager Jeff Knighton. And option 3, call Jeff's office phone. Both the email address and phone number are displayed on the screen of Mesa Web TV streaming video. Donna, do we have any general public comment today?
No, we don't, President Onesko.
All right. Has everybody read the consent agenda?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as published?
I'll make a motion to approve it as read. Or as published, I should say.
I'll second it.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we'll start our action agenda. Resolution number SMPD 31-0 or 1020-2021 ad valorem regular levy presented by Finance Director Aaron B. Miller.
Thank you, President. The item before you is the SMPD regular levy for collections in 2021. A couple of tidbits on this. We've talked about this a few times. This ordinance or this resolution will do two things for the SMPD levy. First, it will incorporate the use or the banked property tax capacity that the district has, which is about $69,000 in levy capacity. And then second, it will increase that highest lawful levy, which includes the bank property tax capacity, by the full 1%. The IPD is lower than that. And again, the state law allows for an increase of 1%, or the IPD, which stands for the implicit price deflator, which is a fancy way to say inflation, whichever is less. And as the IPD is less, the board, if they adopt this measure, will then go on to adopt what's called a substantial need resolution, which allows for the full 1%. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions? Nope. There are no business items on the agenda tonight, so we'll go right to the action agenda. The first item is Resolution 2021 ad valorem levy. Finance Director Aaron B. Miller has the details. Is that the same thing I just did? Is there any public comment on this?
There is no public comment.
Okay. Can we have a reading of the resolution? SMPD 31-1020.
Yes.
Okay.
Resolution number SMPD 31-1020, a resolution of the Shelton Metropolitan Park District of Shelton, Washington, setting the amount of the annual ad valorem taxes for calendar year 2021.
Do we have a motion?
I move that we approve resolution number SMPD 31-1020, setting the 2021 SMPD ad valorem tax levy.
Do we have any council members that have any questions or comments? We have a motion and a second to approve resolution number.
Excuse me, President Onesko.
I'm sorry.
We need a second on that motion, please.
I'll second that.
Oh, Sorry.
Thank you.
Joe got it.
Now we have a motion and a second to approve resolution number SMPD 31-1020, setting the 2021 SMPD ad valorem tax levy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Can you ask, Mr. President, can you ask if there are any opposed?
Oh, any opposed? Sorry. Okay. Right. Action still. Action item number 2, resolution number SMPD 1020. I'm sorry, SMPD 30-10202021 ad valorem tax finding substantial need, presented by Financial Director Aaron B. Miller.
Thank you again, Mr. President. This resolution is one that doesn't come around to very often. It is a resolution of substantial need, which establishes the need for the district to collect the full 101% of the highest lawful levy. Without this, the increase would be at 0.6%. By state law, RCW 8455-0101, it provides that by a supermajority or of the district, which is the majority plus one, a finding of substantial need to increase the levy to the full 101% is allowed. On this resolution, one of the things that's happened, we'll talk about this at the city council meeting as well, but with COVID-19 coming on in the, starting in March with the shutdown, it really saw a decrease in inflation, and inflation is really one of two ways to look at it. It's either the increase of costs over a period of time or the decrease in the value of money over time. So what has happened in 2020 with COVID-19, there was a slowdown in production, there was a decrease in spending, in consumer spending, and that resulted in the IPD, the implicit price deflator, reducing from what was scheduled to be over 1% to 0.6 in the second quarter. Just as an aside, the IPD is expected to increase by 33% in the third quarter, and that will come out on November 25th. With that, if there are any questions, happy to answer them.
Any questions? Is there any public comment?
There's no public comment.
Okay. May we have a reading of resolution SMPD 30-1020?
Resolution number SMPD 30-1020, a resolution of the Shelton Metropolitan Park District of Shelton, Washington, making a finding of substantial need and setting the regular property tax levy limit factor for collections in 2021.
Do we have a motion?
I move that we approve resolution number SMPD 30-1020, finding a substantial need to increase the district's regular property tax levy to the maximum 101% of the highest lawful levy.
Second.
Do any council members have any questions or comments?
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for your work on this, and just appreciate us continuing to provide a pathway to the vision that our community has had for our parks, and just really appreciate the work. So thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I always like to make the comment on the parks that it's the very vital part of the growth for our city and the health of our city to have parks and trails. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Anybody else? We have a motion and a second to approve resolution number SMPD 30-1020, finding a substantial need to increase the district regular property tax levy to a maximum of 101% from the highest lawful levy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right. The last action item is the budget 2021 budget. Again, we will hear from Finance Director Aaron B. Miller.
Thank you again, Mr. President. This is the budget resolution for 2021 for the Park District. It does a couple of things with the actions that have just been taken by the board. What the budget for the SMPD in 2021 will fund, it will fund the City of Shelton Parks and Rec functions for the city. It will also fund about $216,000 in needed capital improvements for parks in the upcoming year, as well as a couple of small other expenses such as insurance and state auditor costs. The resources to cover the total amount of the expenditure is $773,250. The resources for that is the ad valorem tax, the property tax, including the substantial need, which the board just passed, of about $588,000. There's some investment interest as well as some excise tax. The total resources for 2021 is $589,766. That leaves a balance of about $183,480 that will be funded through Shelton Municipal Park, Metropolitan Park District fund balance. With that use of fund balance, it will still leave the Park District with a balance at the end of 2021 of approximately $328,000. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Is there any public comment?
No, there isn't.
Okay. Can we have a reading of resolution number SMPD 32-1020?
Resolution number SMPD 32-1020, a resolution of the Shelton Metropolitan Park District adopting the budget for the year ending December 31st, 2021.
And do we have a motion?
I move to approve resolution number SMPD 32-1020, setting the Shelton Municipal Park District budget for 2021.
Second.
Okay, does any council members have any questions or comments? I'd like to thank Jeff and Aaron and his team. I know the second half of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 has just not been very pleasant or easy for either one of you guys. Thank you for all your hard work. Anybody else have any questions, comments? We have a motion and a second to approve resolution number SMPD 32-1020, setting the Shelton Metropolitan Park District budget for 2021. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And we are at the end. We don't have any announcements. Announcements for the next meeting of March 16th, 2021 at 5:50. The regular meeting on December 15th, 2020 has been canceled. And this meeting is adjourned at 5:59 p.m. I guess on November 17th.
Indeed.